Good morning. Good morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, prepare now. We're going to 100K faster than you think. For sure. Welcome to Lunar Beach's Crypto. It is 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is a Monday, March 25th, 2024. We are live. And of course, I don't have what I need open. So, let me get rid of this stuff. I saved the thumbnail to my computer, made it on my phone, saved it to my computer, and then couldn't find it. Had no idea where it went. I was just like scrambling. It's 5:28. It's like, man, I got up at 4:30. I got up on time. And I still could not be on time. But that's okay. That's okay. We will make it. We will make it. This black screen next to me is like, that's not good. We got to get rid of that. We've got to add something in there. Which is going to be this. All right. Why did it? I don't care about this. Get this off here. All right. Anyways, welcome. It's a new week. Who dis? Bitcoin sitting at $67,153. Yo, good morning. Justin Eubanks in the house. The best moderator around. Moderator. Fear and greed sitting at an 80. We are still greedy. We are not extra greedy. We're not extremely greedy, I should say. We are sitting at an 80. So, yeah. SEC probes what? Let's go back. SEC probes Ethereum status as Bloomberg slashes odds of Ethereum ETF approval. Well, funny thing about that is Larry Fink doesn't care, and Larry Fink is going to tokenize everything using the Ethereum blockchain, apparently. Not XRP. XRP is having trouble. XRP passed their automated market maker, and apparently it's having glitches on the XRPL. So not good. It's not good. They're having to try and fix that now. So, skis. Glad I diversify. Anyway, market cap. Total market cap, where are we at here? 2.56 trillion. Bitcoin dominance 51.6%. It's hanging around that 51% for now. Golly, 26 gwei to pay for an Ethereum transaction. Don't even know what that means. You know why? Because I don't use Ethereum because it's expensive. So I don't use Ethereum. I don't know anybody that does use Ethereum, to be honest with you. Other than like influencers, I really don't know who uses Ethereum. Everybody uses either some kind of sidechain or some kind of layer 2, like sidechain, or a different chain altogether. But here's something exciting. 25 days until the halving. We're getting closer and closer and closer and closer. Let's go ahead and go full screen, baby. Let's go. Let's get over here to the good old stock to flow model over here on CoinGlass. If you don't know what stock to flow is, so essentially, this model treats Bitcoin as being comparable to commodities such as gold, silver, or platinum. These are known as store value commodities because they retain value over long time frames due to their relative scarcity. It is difficult to significantly increase their supply, i.e. the process of searching for gold and then mining it is expensive and takes time. Bitcoin is similar because it is also scarce. In fact, it is the first ever scarce digital object to exist. There are a limited number of coins in existence, and it will take a lot of electricity and computing effort to mine the 3 million outstanding coins still to be mined. Therefore, the supply rate is consistently low. Stock-to-flow ratios are based to evaluate the current stock of a commodity against the flow of new production. So, that last part right there. Stock-to-flow ratios are used to evaluate the current stock, the amount of supply of a commodity against the flow, the mining of new production. So what is the current stock versus the new production? When you consider demand in this, when you throw demand in this equation, if demand remains consistent or remains high, sits high, and people are buying more Bitcoin and holding more Bitcoin than is even being produced, then you start to see a little bit of an effect of that in price. A little bit of a consequence in that is price goes up. More demand than supply. It's basic supply and demand. So that's good. That's what we want to see. We want to see more demand entering the markets. Now that I am on this beautiful website, we're going to go to Supercharts. And this is coinglass.com. The guys over at Piper Academy use it. Piper, TradeFly, and OC guy. Well, I know TradeFly likes to use it a lot for the liquidation heat map. But I like to use it for this. I like to use it mostly for, there's a lot of good stuff on CoinGlass. Highly recommend using that. Now, I enjoy the Supercharts, and that is because I get a really good look at basically all the money in the market. So we get a volume, which is based off of an SMA length of 9. So the previous 9 bars, and when that candle closes, what was the volume within those bars? What was the main volume within those bars? Okay, was it buyers or was it sellers? Cumulative volume delta. So this is our cumulative volume, which has been tracking down. Then we have our funding rates, which is something that I enjoy. So your funding rate means that if it is positive, that means longs are paying shorts to stay long. If it is negative, then that means shorts are paying longs to stay short. It is just a way for the system to kind of balance out, liquidations, basically. It's to balance out, like, if somebody gets liquidated or something, it's so that there's money to be paid to the person that liquidated the other person. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. But anyway, open interest is just your total number of levered players in the market. The red doesn't mean there were more sellers in the market necessarily. It just means that the open interest came down. That's what it means. Open interest came down. So now it does, the direction of it does kind of give us a clue, as you can see, how our open interest was coming to the downside right here, right? Did I not click? Okay, there it goes. Our open interest coming down, right? Coming down, 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 as our price was moving to the upside, starting here and moving to the upside, right? So what is that? That is a bearish divergence. I just realized you can't see the bottom part of this chart. That's all right. You can see what I'm talking about. The bottom here is just aggregated liquidations. It's not really anything. I'm not going to get rid of it, though, because if I get rid of it, then this part will come down here, and then you can't see the open interest, but we're going to keep it like this. So really, we want to see price increase without our open interest increasing too much. We don't want too many levered longs in the market, because that is how we get flushed to the downside. And right now, we are seeing a little movement to the upside in our open interest. So people are opening up, but now whether or not they open up longs or shorts is the question. But we do want to see some kind of increase in open interest, of course, because levered players help drive price. However, we still want to see more spot buyers in the market. Spot buyers are going to be the ones that are holding on to the assets, so that our stock to flow ends up turning to a positive or negative, depending on how you look at it. But positive in price, negative in supply. We want that supply to come down while we have our boost in demand and move to the upside. Now, I cannot find, what am I doing here? This is what I was looking at. Okay. Good morning, good morning. Yes, that is a Ghost energy drink. Had to get one, man. Had to get one. But anyway, so right now, it's kind of just meh. We're kind of just waiting to see what Bitcoin's going to do. Let's go ahead and go to the chart. This chart. The chart. Move this over just a tad. There we go. All right. So let's zoom out. This is a Coinbase chart. Zoom out. I see some people calling for a triple top, which, I mean, I wouldn't call it a triple top. We got weekly candle closes above this wick here. Now this wick, we could be seeing a double top, maybe. However, the price action does not signify that. This weekly candle closed above the box. So if you've been following the rules that I've been saying, now I've been doing it mostly on the hourly, but it works for basically every time frame. So because of our rules, we got a candle body close outside above the box. So technically, doesn't match our rules for a double top. My rules anyway. Doesn't match my rules for a double top. And we're getting long weekly wicks. Like, look at that wick. That's a big wick. Big wick. Lots of buying in here. Okay? Lots of buying. Lots of absorption of the sellers. Okay? So that is what we want to see. That is very good. That is super, super bullish. We want to see price. We want to see Bitcoin being bought up when it dips low. That doesn't mean we can't go lower. To be clear. Let's go over here real quick. Let's go over to the X. Also, don't forget, I want to take a look at base too. This says okay, yeah, we'll have to check that out. Let's go over to, how do I get to my page? There we go. Can I go to my page? Okay. Oh, just kidding. Bitcoin is a worldwide problem, says Iceland Prime Minister Katrin Jakobsdóttir. Oh, thanks Bitcoin News for the source. 100% she is in the WEF, isn't she? Really like Davis. We're already jumping. Bitcoin is a context. Thank you, Bohan. Bitcoin is a worldwide problem, but data centers in Iceland use a significant portion of our green energy. A new proposal to boost wind energy would prioritize green industries to achieve carbon neutrality. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, which consume a large portion of our energy, are not part of this mission. Ooh. This is the new Prime Minister of Iceland. She looks super young. I mean, not super young, but I mean, she looks young. I think that you need to prepare now for the increase. Can I not just go to my page? Thank you. Goodness gracious. All right. So this is my most bearish bullish scenario. So essentially what we have here is I think at the beginning of the week we could see a push to the upside to take out these highs, take out the range highs. So the range being from this high to this low down here. This is the range. This orange line and this bottom blue line that says March low down here. I would like to see us come up, take these out, and then come down and take these out. Well, I wouldn't say like to see us, but one scenario would be that we come up, take out these highs, setting up a lot of longs, setting up a lot of longs so that they can then get liquidated down to the bottom, and then we come down to this previous consolidation range down in here around 57K-ish. If I do a 1.618 or if I do a fib from the bottom here to the top here, with a 1.618 comes out down to about 56 or so. We'll take a look at it. But anyway, I am thinking that maybe we're getting kind of like this ABC correction on a more macro view. So let's go ahead and come in here and take a look see. So we could be seeing an ABC. Now that price action has developed a little bit more, I've kind of slowed my expectations a tad. Not a lot, but a tad. That maybe we could be seeing an ABC in here. Maybe. So this is something I would be watching. I would definitely be watching our oscillators and everything coming up in here into wave at the top of wave B. And so that is what I'd be looking for. I'd be looking for any signs of reversals up in here, up in this upper boundary of liquidity. So that is where we're seeing some resistance on price. That is where I would like to see us come up to, maybe just come up in here, maybe bounce off of 70K. Maybe that's our rejection point. 69 or 70 does seem like good logical levels, simply because 69 being the previous all-time high and a meme, and 70K being just the rounded number. So can't knock the memes or the rounded numbers. The psychology, man. Psychology. So this could have been just a fake out saying, hey, yeah, we're bullish, right? This is to get you like overly bullish. Or maybe it just keeps on trucking. But either way, I think now, in order to be ready for what is to come. So if this is nothing more, I mean, even if we do get a deeper correction in here, sorry, been listening to, but been making coffee and letting the puppy out. Gotta love potty training a dog. Yes, a dag. So, let's go from bottom to the top here. Now, would that get us down? Now, a 50% retracement of this entire move puts us at about $56,168. And an ABC correction makes sense in that if this is to happen, I would expect it to be very quick like this. Okay, I would expect it to be very quick once this level is broken. Once 60K, especially 59K, once 59K is broken, I would expect it to be a very swift move down here. Now let's go ahead and pull up a fixed range volume profile of this entire move. And there we go. There's our consolidation range down there. Now what we could see is as price is coming down here, this volume starts to fill up in here. Okay, so where we have the lack in volume, it just starts to fill up, and buyers start stepping in pretty heavily, and they front run the price so we don't get down to here. Because this looks like the next logical place for us to go if we are to come down and lose these levels. However, buyers can step in at any moment in here and push the price up. Either way, it is just good to be prepared for what could come. Okay. Now we are not. That doesn't mean that this is just my most bearish case. My most bearish bullish scenario. Okay, is this 50% retracement of this move, which would be a total of a 24%. 24% pullback, which if we look at this whole move to the upside, major corrections, let's take this first one right here. 21%, okay? From here down to here, 21.7%. From top, from here to here, 20%. Okay. What about this one? From here to here. Ooh, come on. Come on. All right, you're going to be difficult. Let's get rid of the magnet. There we go. 22%. So you can see every major correction on our way to the upside has been around 20%. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be getting the big 30% correction just yet. I think that comes once we've really gotten above all-time highs and have established ourselves above all-time highs. Right now, we're correcting off of the old all-time high. So could have more to go down here. So far from the top to the current bottom, we've it's about a 17.7% correction. So seeing another few percent come in there is not out of the question, considering, we've been right around 20 to 23, 24% this entire run up. Okay, so if we zoom out a little bit further and we take a look at some Elliott waves, some waves. 1, 2, I believe this is wave 3, and then we get wave 4 and then wave 5 for our final blow off top. So, and I think that's more than likely coming this year. Timing, I don't know, but I think it more than likely comes this year. We'll just have to wait and see. If it followed this trajectory, the way this is built up, without like really big upwards blow off toppiness, but we just follow this same kind of, not really 45-degree angle, but the same angle ish, then you're looking towards December, January for possible blow off top. We'll have to wait and see. Like I say it all the time. We play this day by day. So, but the big correction, see, a lot of people are thinking that this is probably the big correction, but I think the big correction comes even higher, probably once we break 100K. So that's why I'm saying 100K is on the way. And then that is where we could see a big 30% correction all the way back down to 70K. So 70, 75K, something. This is what I am kind of looking at for our future in Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and goat head. Let's goat head. Speaking of goats, go over to Billy Goattails on X at Billy Goattails. Join the spaces every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And follow along. What are we going to? Oh, they're going over mining this week. Mining, crypto mining. This is just the start of March, and this is what we've done since then. Is we've basically been hovering around February's high ever since then. So ever since we've gotten into March, I haven't gotten into anything else today, and I've only got a few minutes left. That's okay. Let's see if there's any big movers right now. Dusk, ICP. Okay, ICP's moving strong. I haven't even looked at this chart in a while. Had some nice consolidation. Breaking out actually right now. Breaking out. Like to see that. On the daily too. Breakout on the daily for ICP. Let's get a chart that gives us some more history. Here we go. Let's go ahead and throw on a parallel channel. What am I doing there? So definitely would be watching the top of this parallel channel here. Close to $20. $20 being a significant psychological level. We got rejected here. The high was 1631. Yep, 1631. And price is currently 1716, so we are in a breakout. So I would be watching that channel 4 news. Watch this channel, and right at about 1983, if it was to keep going today and came up to it today, tomorrow could be different. Tomorrow could be 1988. And then the next day could be $20 on Wednesday, close to $20 on Wednesday. So it's already put in a lot today, but that doesn't mean it can't go more. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Ooh, that actually looks super bullet. Oh, I don't have any indicators. Okay. Let's just throw an RSI in here real quick. Okay, so we're getting a little top heavy on our RSI, a little bit overbought, which just means price is strong. This just means the momentum is following the price, so that is good. It is strong. We're not showing any signs of weakness until we go to the 1 hour. All right, let's take a look at the 1 hour. Let's turn off our sessions. So we are kind of bouncing off of the moving average on our RSI a little bit, but that doesn't mean this can't push up a little bit further. Go down to the 15-minute. So yeah, been tracking down pretty hard on our momentum actually. Been tracking down pretty hard as price has been, well, really sideways actually. Yeah, I get it. Has been kind of chopping sideways. So getting this pop here, a pop up, yeah. ICP might be a play today. I get it. It's 6 o'clock. Calm down. Am I seeing a Head and Shoulders in there? Head and Shoulders at the top. It's not how I like to play Head and Shoulders. Do we have equal lows? Anything that brings it down? Let's go ahead and add a Prime Oscillator Pro. I saw Binance is moving away from USDC and moving over to Tron or something. So that's crazy. My indicators, is this going to work? There it goes. See, you know what I don't like? I don't like volume gaps. Price gaps. See that? See how we get this close here and then this open up here? It almost always means price is going to come back down to those and fill those up. There's a whole bunch of them too. Whole bunch of those. Let's zoom back out real quick. So yeah, maybe this thing comes down and retest the midpoint of the channel. So we don't long tops, so we're not going to jump in along here, right? So we're just looking for two things. We're either looking for a short on the upside, look for bearish divergence as it's pushing up there, or look for a bullish divergence and a pullback around key support, maybe even a tap down into this consolidation range right here. So come down, tap down into that, maybe find some support later on that midline, and then come up, take out the equal highs, the liquidity. A lot of people would see, oh, it's a flag, right? And then come up and hit the top and maybe break it and keep going. But we'll have to wait and see. So I would just be patient. Typically, let Monday play out. See what the market makers are trying to do with us. Okay, let's see what the market makers are trying to do with us. Oh, I got up early, got it done. Really only looked at Bitcoin. Oh, excuse me. But that's okay. Let's see. Bitcoin on a smaller time frame. See if we can find a trade. I did have a trade. I can't pull up Discord right now. Oh, wait. Is it right here? Oh, there it is. So I have this trade. Let me go back to full screen. So I have this trade, which I am kind of liking the setup still. Still liking the setup. I'd be watching for us to come down to this lower box, take out the this CBDR session low here, which is also a consolidation range. Maybe take it out. Maybe just tap off the top of this consolidation range here, but then come up to the upside, and then I would be looking for price to possibly come down and sweep all of these longs to the upside. So let's see. London's been consolidating in here. We are below the New York Open. Sometimes the best time to short is above the New York Open. Come up here, come down to here. Hola, French toaster, you're here for the end. Thank you for being here. Thank you. So yeah, maybe a pull down into this range and then that bounce, then a bounce to the upside. So that is what I am looking for on Bitcoin for today. I want to see it. I think it's going to take out the highs and then move down lower. And then, well, I went over Bitcoin for quite some time. So go back and watch the stream. Go back and watch the stream. I really want to see this push down in here and to give us a bullish divergence here. So this comes down here, but we have upwards in our price action, flat or lower on our oscillators, and then bounce to the upside. That would be ideal. And then, of course, we do have our golden pocket down here at about $65,836 per Binance perps. Midpoint being that 66.2K and the bottom being 65.7K. and our stop at about 65K. We'll just call it 65. And our target is last week's high at about 69K. So that's what I'd be looking for. Been lurking, busy morning. Yeah. Sure. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. Those of you that joined, even if you were late or lurking, whatever. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you all. Thank you always for your continued support. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. We'll have to wait and see if this actually plays out. I do like those equal highs right there. Those like to get taken out. So whether we come up here first, if we come up here first, then I'm not looking for a long, obviously, because I'd rather the long come to me. I'd be looking for a possible short, but maybe. We'll have to wait and see how everything looks. But I'll see you in a Discord. Link in the description below. It is free. See you on X. I'm very active on X. At Lunar Beaches. And yeah, see you in the chats. And yeah, I hope you all have a radical day. Thank you for your continued support. I appreciate you all. I love you. And I'll see you in the next one. Ride the waves. How does it? Ride the waves. You know, I really should get my button like over here, my finger over here, like ready to hit the outro button. And that way, when I say ride the waves, it just goes. You know what I mean? Like ride the waves.